man? What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and welcome to an American history lesson episode. And y'all got to excuse the pun because it really is history. Episode of I ain't saying, I'm just saying with the ride with me. Y'all clap that thing on. Yes, sir. Yeah. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. Make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you know what you're talking about if you leave that constructive comment. Make sure you ain't leaving no half-truth stuff. So, yeah, why you saying it like that? Y'all see the title? When a 5-year-old socially conscious video angers those people. Yeah, video 5 years old. Let me see. 5 years old. 2017. I did the video in 2017. I do not look like I did back then. But apparently, people recently, I mean this year, are commenting on the video 5 years old. Let me say this to y'all, and I'm gonna go ahead and read y'all names. Jim Bear 1. Wayne Blueheart, and Wayne. You're found on Facebook real easy. And I'm disappointed in you for quite a few reasons. I'm going to get to those few reasons sooner than later. But you too easy to find on social media. And you're a coward because you don't mind commenting on stuff, but you make it where people can't comment on your stuff. That's a cowardly move all day. And I don't expect that from a former Marine. Just like that. Wayne Blueheart and Grouse Dog 88. Y'all had so much to say about the video that I put out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back for a little bit and let people see the video that y'all had an issue with. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Thank you, baby.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's me, Theo Butler, talking about our American flag and our American anthem. A lot of people are upset with Colin Kaepernick and everything about his stance, especially that thing about him having those socks on with the pigs, with the police hats on and everything like that. I want to go over something with y'all real quick, something that y'all may not know. I know a lot of people that's mad at Colin Kaepernick don't know, but you can know because you have access to the internet just like I do. Let's do a timeline. 1619, the first slaves arrived in Jamestown, Virginia. Yeah, slaves. 1777, the creation of the very first image of the American flag. Flag wasn't even created yet as a country, but we had slaves. 1800 to 1866, we had black clothes with black codes, which the United States enforced, was basically trying to say more or less that African Americans, slaves, or whatever, really weren't the equal of Caucasian Americans. But I digress. 1808, the importation of slaves is prohibited. Now we have the flag that Colin Kaepernick is not standing up for, that's supposed to be protecting all Americans. And in 1808, we have the importation of slaves is abolished. That means you can't bring slaves into the country anymore, right? Cool. 1814, the Star Spangled Banner is written. That's our national anthem. Supposed to cover each and every last one of us, right? That's what I thought. In 1865, the 13th Amendment abolishes slavery. Ironically speaking, the Ku Klux Klan is also formed in 1865. Let me think about that for a second. We got slaves, we got the flag, we got the anthem, all of which are supposed to apply to everybody in America, and we have the abolishment of slavery. Anyway, I digress. 1890, the Jim Crow laws come into effect. You don't have to be a history major to watch to know what the Jim Crow laws are. Basically, you just have to have a TV or internet. Just pull it up. The Jim Crow laws. 1914, we had World War I. United States is at war with people. Guess what that means? We also have African Americans fighting in this world war who are treated as second-class citizens, right? Second-class citizens, protecting the country. Then we had the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing in 1921. A lot of y'all might not know this, but look it up. Basically over 300 people African Americans lost their lives because Caucasian people were mad at them. Remember, we're citizens at this time, right? The flag and the national anthem are supposed to apply to each and every last American citizen, but we're still seen as second-class citizens, which is what Colin Kaepernick is upset about. 1939, we had World War II. World War II. Tuskegee Airmen, Red Tails. That's right. The Tuskegee Airmen debuted in 1940. So we had African Americans fighting for, dying for this country, coming back and being treated as second-class citizens. This starting to sound real familiar to you? Anyway, we had a civil rights movement. It begins in 1954, which, hey, why do we need to have a civil rights movement? I mean, damn. The importation of slaves has been abolished. The 13th Amendment abolishes slavery. Why in the hell do we need to have a civil rights? Because African Americans are still being treated as second-class citizens. 1965, we had a watch riot in LA. Why do we? Oh, that's right. Brother got pulled over supposedly for drink and driving, got his behind handed to him by a bunch of Caucasian police. Does that sound familiar? Let's see. 1965, 2016. Who knew? 1966, we had the formation of the Black Panther Party. J. Edgar Hoover is pissed. I want y'all to know by now that the Black Panther Party no longer exists. We're not talking about the new Black Panther Party, but we're talking about the original Black Panther Party, with Bobby Seale and those cats. Anyway, they disbanded in 1982, but how, the Ku Klux Klan is still around. Damn. How did the FBI target and eliminate the Black Panther Party and the Ku Klux Klan is still around? I really don't understand that. Anyway, 1992, we had a Los Angeles riots. Remember Rodney King getting his ass kicked by 5 or 6 police officers. They say he was on PCP or something like that there, but what other images do we have of African Americans getting their ass? Oh, all you got to do is just pick up a newspaper, turn on the computer. Seem to be like African Americans still getting their ass beat by police officers to this day. 2013, we had a Black Lives Matter movement, which is pretty important because we were trying to say Black Lives Matter. Just found out a few days ago that somebody actually started a White Lives Matter movement. But if you look at the timeline that I just gave you, it's never been in question whether or not white lives matter. White lives always matter. They always will matter. You don't believe me? Go to a local book stand, magazine stand. You see all those magazines, all those periodicals, a lot of white people on there. And trust me, I'm not saying anything's wrong with white people. There's nothing wrong with white people. But there's nothing wrong with black people either. So what is the deal? Essentially, it boils down to this. Colin Kaepernick should not have ever had a reason to feel like he needed to sit down to prove a point. He shouldn't have a point to prove. But if you look at the creation of this country, if you look at the flag when it was made, if you look at the American national anthem when it was created, it was supposed to apply to each and every last one of us. But unfortunately, based on how we feel about it, it doesn't. We want it to. It should. But it doesn't. So to all the people, and I really hope the video goes viral, but hey, you never know. But to all the people that are opposed, pissed off, disgusted with Colin Kaepernick's actions, why is it the only time we seem to hear from you is when an African American protests? I got the two brothers standing up during the 1960s Olympics, fist raised in the air. America's pissed, 38 hot. Why? They should never have had a fist to raise in the first place. They shouldn't have had a reason to raise their fist. The Black Panther Party should definitely never have come into existence. But why was there a need for the Black Panther Party to come into existence? At some point in time, you gotta be real with the situation. And mind you, everything I just pulled up on the internet. And I didn't write it. It's right there. So if you pissed off about something, if you want to be mad about something, don't be mad because Colin Kaepernick chose to sit down and do the national anthem. Don't be mad about that. Be mad because this brother had a reason. If you call yourself American, if you call yourself an American and you believe in the red, white, and blue, I'm a former service member, 6 years in the United States Marine Corps. Granddad did time in the Army. My mother was a police officer. My daughter is in the Army Reserve. So trust me, I love this country. But at the same point in time, I don't have a problem calling this country out when it goes awry. And this country has been awry since, let me go through my timeline here. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I ain't got to do that. Ever since this country said that for it to get on its feet, it needed to have slavery. And ever since then, we have continued to treat people like second-class citizens. And the only time we get mad is when somebody says something about, hey, you're treating part of your population like second-class citizens. You need to check yourself. Really, you do. If we're all Americans, by the time we start acting like it. And if you run across somebody who treats somebody un-American, you know that person's an American, don't stand idly by. Stand up, poke your chest out, and say, no, that's not what this country is about. That's not what this country represents. That's my time. I'm out. Peace. You know, this thing never wants to end like it's supposed to.
So that's the video from 5 years ago. Now, mind you, I did repost that video a few months ago. Good God Almighty. How long ago did I post that video? It's a month ago. We'll see it in the pictures and everything. I'm gonna put the pictures up there. But I angered some people. I did. I angered some people. And here they comments. Hold on. Now, mind you, I did say it's an oldie but a goodie, but I posted this video again. Remember, it's an original video from 5 years ago. I reposted it again a year ago. Now, people are starting to come in on it. Okay. And I don't mind comments as long as, you know, you can just tell how some people going. I'm going to go with Jim Bear 1. Colin Kaepernick was just not a very good quarterback whose performance was getting worse. Every quarterback has to fight for his job every year. If you can't compete, you don't play. Period. Kaepernick made the unfortunate mistake of making an issue of something in a public forum at an inappropriate time, which made the decision easier. If you want to make a statement and make a stand or kneel, you must be willing to accept the consequences or be labeled. Trying to guilt or harass people into changing the rules is just as elitist as those you accuse of white privilege. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm going to come back and talk to you. Then we got Wayne Blueheart. Stop trying to bring the past up. America has no time or place for the race card to be put in place again. Move the hell on! Exclamation point. We have other things to worry about. Wayne, you're going to get exposed. Then we had Grouse Dog 88, and I guess he removed his comment because, well, he was being a butt white. But hold on. Let's see if I can get the Grouse Dog. You know what? I believe I can get the Grouse Dog because he made that comment way too easy to get to. It's in the notifications. Here we go. The Democrats were and still are the party of slavery. They created the Civil War. They created the KKK. They created Jim Crow. Senator Byrd as a KKK. King Biden wanted segregation. He said schools should not be a jungle. Jesse Owens thought Hitler treated him better than FDR. Many more things about the DNC then and now. You want push history? Then why not make the party at least change the name? Why let Planned Parenthood, designed by a KKK member, kill more blacks than allowed to live? This is from Ground Dog 88. Yeah, now I'm gonna address y'all in order. History. Jim Bear, you said Colin Kaepernick wasn't a good quarterback. How was the team? No, Jim. Because it takes at least 22, 20, 23 if you count the field goal kicker, 24 if you count the long snapper, 25 if you count the punter. I noticed you Colin was 33 out of 32. quarterbacks. He was the 33rd best quarterback. Jim, wasn't he named the MVP of his team that season? Now, Jim, I can't find you. I was looking for you. I looked Instagram, Twitter. You can't be found. I mean, but are you coming back? Maybe if I put a title up there, maybe if I put the same stuff in there, you come back this time around and everything like that. Jim, questions. Colin was voted the MVP. They don't give the MVP to the worst person on the team. They don't. They don't give it to the second to next worst person on the team. Colin was voted MVP. How'd that happen, Jim? And then what? Why did Colin have something to protest, Jim? See, you never touched the issue. You never touched the thesis statement for the video. You tap dance around it, and you never said thank you for your service, which lets me know exactly who you are, Jim. You're a natural born racist. If you ain't a natural born racist, you are a taught racist. Because normally what people say in America, when somebody identifies themselves as a serviceman, and I listed all the people in my family that have participated in the military, that should get something from you, Jim. It said it got nothing except criticism. I'm going to show you why I don't give a damn about what you say in a few minutes. I'm finna move on to what my man name? Wayne Blueheart. Hold on, Wayne, because I got something special for you. So, Wayne, like I said, your page wasn't too hard to find on Facebook. It's time to send the Democratic Party to a permanent trip to the train station. I guess we deporting people. Let's see what else you got here. You think it's bad now? Keep on electing Democrats to office, and we will no longer have any rights and civil liberties. Wow, just the Democrats, huh? Okay, let's see what else we got here. What a disgrace! Canada and America's governments have become traitors. Every damn one of you. And now Canada, you just threw Canada in there too. Okay. Let's see here. Americans don't have the guts to stand up against corrupt politicians, and so America keeps falling. January 6th, 2021, January 6th. And this one, could you imagine the rage if we had a White History Month? I know a Fox News reporter lost her ish when somebody said Santa Claus wasn't white, so I don't know.
How did a disorganized mob break into what's supposed to be one of the most secure buildings in the world?
What's about to happen?
What?
I'm pressed.
No, you can't come in. Nobody can come in.
We followed a group of Trump supporters as they walked into the U.S. Capitol and police officers stood and watched.
What's the plan? I have no idea. We got all day. Tonight, tomorrow. Whose house? Oh, whose house? Oh. USA! USA!
It all started as a peaceful rally around 10 a.m.
I love President Trump. He asked us to come out and support him, and I was glad to do that.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! We will never give up. We will never concede. And we're going to the Capitol.
And the crowd responded to his request.
And I'll fight with you. I'll fight next to you. I'll keep going. I love you all for being just having the balls to come here. I'll fight with you.
And so they marched.
Bust the doors down. USA!
All these politicians work for us. We pay their salaries. And we pay our taxes. And what do we get? Nothing! They don't represent us. They need to pay the ultimate price for their crimes. An example needs to be made.
If you're scared of confrontation, do not move forward. Patriots, move forward.
took an ugly turn in the early afternoon when hundreds of people breached the building.
This is the people's house! Let us in!
Get in there! Storm 'em! Get the in there!
Let's get him!
Every single in there is a traitor. Every single one.
Bring them up!
Police fired tear gas into the crowd.
Yeah, I got shot with some kind of clear liquid from all the Gestapo squad. It burns like.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Throw it away!
But it wasn't enough to stop them.
Stairs is where we need to go. Do it. Let's do it. Damn right. They're gonna hit you.
Come on! This way! This way! This way! This way!
As the mob entered the building, police officers stood and watched. One woman was shot inside of the Capitol and died. And then police pushed everyone outside.
I heard a really loud bang. We all thought it was like a flashbang or something like that, but a girl got shot. You can see the blood. That is her blood around that corner.
At least 5 people died, including a police officer. Even after all of the violence and death, some Trump supporters stood proud of what they did.
This is America, and we're all here to fight for our freedom. It is not their America. It is our America.
But y'all see how I went from talking about Wayne and I just started showing y'all a video of the foolishness that took place? That's the Republican Party. That's the Republican Party that marched on Washington, and there are quite a few Confederate flags right there. So, Grouse Dog, what the Republican Party, the Confederate flags, see, everything that you stated was true. You didn't state anything past the 1920s. You didn't. You didn't say anything about the civil rights era. You didn't. You didn't say anything about the Daughters of the Confederacy. You didn't. You didn't say anything about the Republican Party. Also, Wayne Blueheart, you're a fucking Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine, right? You're a fucking Marine. I'm ashamed to say I wore the same damn uniform as you when I look at all the hate-filled rhetoric you got on your damn Facebook page. And you have the audacity to talk like you talking for Americans? No, you talking for Americans who look like you and who think like you. More importantly, you talking for Americans who think like you. Americans who look specifically and think specifically like you. You're a pig. I'm offended because we wore the same damn uniform. I'm ashamed because at some point in time, I might have looked at you as a brother. When at the end of the day, based on the video footage, based on your comments off your own Facebook page, based off the comments that you decided to drop on my YouTube page when you really should have just left me alone. Look me in my eyes and understand. I'm not the one. The articles of succession are online. You wrote them. You want to keep redrawing up redistricting maps every damn time you lose. That's a cowardly move. You feel bold and braggadocious enough to go on other people's pages and make statements, but you close down statements on your own page. That means you're a coward. You're afraid to deal with the comments that's going to come back at you for your hateful rhetoric. And that's all y'all feel with is hate. Here's why you can't say nothing to me. None of y'all. January 6, 2021. Regardless of how bad it has been over here in this country, when it comes to me and mine, what we have never thought about doing is stooping so low as to attack the Capitol. Even we give a damn about the American flag. Even we give a damn about the Constitution. Even we give a damn about the amendments. Something you choose to give nothing about. You care nothing about it. That makes you the traitor. That makes you the threat to fellow Americans. That makes you the person who should be exiled from this country, contrary to popular belief. You brought all that on yourself. I'm the wrong brother to come from. Don't come for me. If I don't send for you, don't come for me. I will embarrass you and have a lot of fun doing it. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I do. I don't like doing this because as far as I'm concerned, and which is crazy, because you say it on your page, Wayne, but then you want to go after them. You say there's no such thing as a good politician, but you love Republicans. Bruh, if you don't like politicians, stick by that. Because see, you and I were supposed to have more in common than just being Marines. I don't care for politicians either. Democrat nor Republican. You still in love with Republicans. Wonder why. I ain't asking, I'm just asking. Listen, I appreciate y'all for watching and everything like that. Because I kept the information. Them video footages of them storming the Capitol and everything like that, I knew some ass was going to come at some point and forget like January 6, 2021 ever took place. No. January 6, 2021 means you can't say a damn thing to me about nothing. Because when it got hot in the kitchen, guess who acted like they didn't have any damn sense? Y'all did. Which is why you can't say nothing to me. You can't even make me mad on this one. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.